everybody. It's JC here, or Watchman ASMR. And welcome back to another ASMR video. I really did not expect my first ASMR video to get as much attention as it did. I expected to upload it and then essentially no one to see it except for the people that I sent it to myself. But right now it's sitting at over 1,000 views with a bunch of super kind comments encouraging me to make more videos. Which was really nice to see. It was my first time ever making an ASMR video, so I wasn't sure how it was going to be received, but it seems like a lot of you guys really liked it. And yeah, I'm here now. I'm making another one. And I'm ready just to have as much fun with this channel as I possibly can. So, thank you so much for watching that first video. And yeah, let's get into this one. So, essentially, I have set aside a bunch of my video games, not all of them, because that would take so long, but a bunch of the ones that like mean something in particular to me. And I set aside a few of my books, and these ones I didn't sift through as hard. They're really just the books that I had in my room, but I have read or I know something about most of them, so I was thinking I would just make a similar style video where it's sort of just like a show and tell. And I'll talk about the video games and the books, and I'll tap on them, you know. So, okay, let's get started. Let's start with the Wii games. And I realized that it's flipped, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. So this one is called Pokemon Battle Revolution. And this game is so awesome, guys. Oh my god. So, and also I should just let you know I'm not an expert on pretty much any of the games that I'm going to be showing. So if I get any of the details wrong, of the very little details that I know, my bad, feel free to correct me. Yeah, but from what I remember of this game, it's essentially just a Pokemon battle simulator. So you were able to like enter tournaments, create your own team. You could like import your Pokemon from like one of the DS games into the Wii, and then you could use the Pokemon from your DS games in the Wii game, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, and this was also one of the first 3D Pokemon battle experiences, which is really cool. I think the first ones were on GameCube, like Stadium and Gale of Darkness, stuff like that. And if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's okay. I'm just nerding out about Pokemon. But yeah, this game was awesome. It was cool that you got to like import Pokemon from the main games into it and then battle with your friends. I remember that a lot of tournaments used to use this game because it was so visually appealing. So yeah. Like in-person tournaments. So yeah, I think I gotta go through the games a little quicker than that, but because I have so many, but I just love this one, so yeah. Alright, next one. And if you can't tell, I love But if you can't tell, I love Pokemon. I'm literally wearing a Snorlax sweatshirt right now. I really rep that. Next game, Pokepark Wii. I don't really remember the plot of this game, but I do remember it being really, really fun and playing it with my friends. Another 3D Pokemon experience. Let me just read some of the back, I guess. Run, jump, smash. Play as Pikachu and save the Pokepark. Experience the action-packed attractions at the Pokepark. Zip across land, sea, and sky to show off your speed and skill. Dive into a new world of adventure in the Pokepark. Yeah, I just remember there being a lot of like missions, and each mission was super different and like mechanics from the others. So it made for like a unique experience every time you picked it up. And I remember the story and the animations being really cute. So yeah, shout out Pokepark. This was one that I played a lot with friends. Okay, next up. Something that I think more people will know about. Absolute essential right here, guys. If you don't got Just Dance in your bag and you call yourself a gamer, I don't know if you're telling the truth. But for those who don't know, you essentially pick up a Wii controller and you follow like a guide dancer on the screen, and you just dance, and you get points for being like accurate, but it's really only dragging your hand with the controller. But like, that's not the point. You're supposed to funk out, guys. This game is awesome. Great party game. I was always pulling this out at like Filipino like family friend events. Like, the adults gonna love this one too, the kids and everyone in between. Super awesome game. Alright. Another absolute essential for you Wii owners. Mario Kart Wii. Oh my god, guys. I cannot explain the love that I have for this game. Actually, I lied. I absolutely can't explain it. There was a time in my life where I knew this game inside and out. I knew all the shortcuts. I knew all the stats on the characters. I was was like trying to get the time trials down. I was not losing at this game. For those of you wondering, I mained Funky Kong on the Flame Runner. And if you're into competitive Mario Kart Wii, you know that that is the most basic thing that you can choose. But we weren't in it to be special, we were in it to win. Oh, this one's like rattling when I tap it. I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. I don't like. I don't even know. Yeah, guys, this one was a big part of my childhood. I'd play this one with friends all the time. I'd play it by myself. I'd mostly play it by myself. Like, I was really grinding. I was trying to get like absolutely perfect and efficient on every single track, and I like to think that back in the day I was pretty good at it. Nowadays I'm probably ass. I haven't played in so long, but yeah. Shout out the beautiful people that designed this game. Absolute masterpiece. And when I'm not playing to win, my main is Birdo. I forgot if Mario Kart Wii has the Bitty Buggy, but I play Mario Kart on the Switch with my friends sometimes nowadays, and that's the kart that I main is the Bitty Buggy. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So, Super Smash Bros. Is, if you don't know, it's a game that combines a bunch of Nintendo franchises, most popular characters, and puts them all into a fighting game. And it's a great, great game. I played this one for hours. I wasn't quite as good at it as I was in Mario Kart Wii, but I think I liked it a little more because my friends were really good at this game, and it instilled like a fire in me to get really good, which was really fun. I never quite got as good as they were, especially in the games that succeeded these ones, Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate, but I wasn't too shabby. So some characters I like to play in this game. In Ultimate, I played Roy. In Brawl, I made Lucas. And that's because when Brawl was out, I was like 10 years old. And I didn't really know like how the mechanics worked, and I just knew that when I pressed up and A with Lucas, he would do this thing where he would like raise his hands and like these sparkles would come up above his hands, and it would just deal so much damage, like a ridiculous amount of damage. And my 10-year-old brain was like, this shit is so OP, why doesn't everyone play Lucas? So I just played him because of that one move. Now that I understand the mechanics a little more, though, I tend to gravitate towards the characters with swords, which is a little boring, but I'm not that good at the game, so they're simple. And I love the stage design in this game, too. The stages that you fight on, all so cool. They have like animated backgrounds. Yeah, can't miss with this, can't miss. Okay, on to a game that I didn't really play that much, but I have a lot of respect for the franchise. NBA 2K10. If you watched my last video, you know that I'm super into basketball in the NBA, and I think when I was little, I bought this just so I could like give it a chance. I played it for a little bit. I loved like using my favorite players, Dwayne Wade, LeBron. At the time, I was really into Russell Westbrook and KD. And if you know the NBA, you know that I have some reasons not to like those two as much anymore nowadays, but I still like them, but not as big of a fan. Yeah, from what I remember, great game, cool graphics, and good mechanics. Okay, I have some like DS and 3DS games, but I think we should take a break and go into the books. And guys, I am not done with the Pokemon. The first book I have, Pokemon Sinnoh Handbook. Yeah, when I was a kid, this was essential. Let's take a look. Groddle. Gollum. Graveler. I love Groddle. So, this book, let's see, it has like a description of the Pokemon from the Sinnoh region. Has how to say it, possible moves it can know, its type, its height, its weight, and its evolution line. So Groddle is the middle evolution of Turtwig. yeah, and I would carry this wherever I went, and I would study up, man. This was my main academic endeavor when I was a kid. And similarly, in this one, I was really serious about the thick Pokedex. So the last one was only Sinnoh. This one, I believe, is every Pokemon from generations 1 through 5. Scolipede, Whirlipede, Venipede. Scolipede, Whirlipede, Venipede. And I would carry this around everywhere. I would learn. I have so much useless knowledge about random Pokemon that I will never ever use because of this book. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Scratch tapping, scratch tapping. Okay. Next up, another childhood essential, guys. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. Sorry, I had to cut the video because some noises were being made, but hopefully you didn't hear that too loudly. Anyways, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. Oh my goodness. This one is a classic, guys. I love this book. So Diary of a Wimpy Kid, if you don't know, is a book series that follows middle schooler Greg Heffley and just like the stuff that goes on in his very like normal life. It's just a very like, it's supposed to be like a relatable story. He goes through like social challenges and like as like a kid who's like introverted but not like secluded, and as a kid with like, I don't know, like emotions that are sort of changing. And Dog Days in particular is a good one. It follows him over his summer vacation, which is just hilarious. He gets into a bunch of funny stuff. I don't remember much, but I do remember that he gets a dog. And I remember as a kid being like, shoot, I might need to get a dog after this. And then I did get a dog, but that's a story for another time. Alright, 2 more books. Next. It's a Pokemon comic book. Really cool animation in this one. I don't remember a damn thing that happens in it. I know it takes place in the Sinnoh region, and I remember thinking it was cool that he had this like ragtag team. The main character had a ragtag team with a Shinx, a Piplup, and a Misdreavus. Super cool. And it's like, it's a manga, so you read it from right to left. Which, as a kid, I remember took some getting used to. Because I would pick it up and I would go to I remember for a few mangas I would go to the back and it would be, I would like read it and I'd be like, why does this feel like the conclusion of something? Like, why does this feel like I'm spoiling myself? And I was. So for a few mangas, I would know like the end of something because it would take me like 5 pages to realize like, oh wait, this ain't right. And then I would start from the beginning, and I would just know exactly what happened, which is my own fault. Yeah. Good one. And then one final book, another one where I have no idea what happens in it, but I have a funny anecdote. What's this even called? The Oedipus Plays of Sophocles. If you think I know anything about what happens in the Oedipus Plays of Sophocles, you're tripping. I'm sure it's a great book. Actually, I'm not sure of that. I have no clue. But I do know that at one point in my life, I read at least some of it. I might have spark notes it, or cliff notes it, because I read it for school. And the anecdote that I had was this: this is not my copy. This is the school's copy. They gave it to me, and I was definitely supposed to return it. And they definitely knew that they were missing one of their books, but because they didn't like do a good enough job of tracking them down, they didn't know who didn't return it. And then I remember being like, who isn't returning their book? And then it was me. Like a few years later, I found it in like the depths of a random backpack. And I was like, nah, my bad. But it's not like I'm gonna go back to my high school and be like, yo, you can have this back. Like, it's mine now. Whatever. But yeah, the Oedipus Plays of Sophocles, complete text of Oedipus the King, Oedipus at Colonus, Antigone. I'm sure I wrote a fire essay about this. I'm lying. Alright. Let's get to the DS and 3DS games. Okay. Okay, let's get to the games. Sorry, there was another weird cut. There's just a bunch of noises going on, but what are you gonna do? Pokemon X. I've already yapped about Pokemon enough, but essentially, quick notes. It's the 6th generation Pokemon game. This is the legendary Pokemon Xerneas, and it takes place in the Kalos region. And it was the transition from 2D to 3D for the main series games, which was pretty sick. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 though, because the main story is really easy. And the mechanics weren't like super intriguing to me. But Mega Evolution was pretty cool. Shout out if you know what that is. Oh my god. Another banger, guys. Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life. So essentially in this game you had your own like island, I think, or city. And you could like import your own Miis and have them like live lives that you like semi-pseudo control. You can give them their own attributes, make them be friends with certain people. And it was low-key just a way to play God, and it was really fun. Like, I would put all my friends in here and just make the most outrageous combinations of friendships, relationships, stuff like that. And then I'd essentially just like sit back in my evil villain chair and be like, what? Yeah, dude. I would do some bonkers shit in this game. And if someone wasn't treating me right in real life, you better 3DS game I've ever played. Animal Crossing New Leaf. Okay, it's not my favorite DS game I've ever played because Pokemon Soul Silver exists, but this is a very, very close second. This game is fucking awesome. So you essentially are the mayor of this new town, and you get to like control a bunch of the decisions that are made in the town. You can like decorate the town how you want. You can make relationships with the people that move into your town, and it's a real-time game. So like when it's Christmas in real life, it's Christmas in Animal Crossing, and there will be events for certain holidays. It has its own holidays, and I remember just being at this game making like real life events so much more exciting because you could experience it once in real life, and then at the end of the day you could hop onto Animal Crossing and it would be lit. You could experience it all over again. Sometimes it's even better in Animal Crossing. It's kind of sad, but no, it's not. Yeah, Animal Crossing New Leaf. Alright, I already talked about this game, so I won't spend too much time on it. But the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. Banger. Absolutely goated. Way better mechanics than you would expect. It deserved a better competitive scene. Banger. Oh my god. Okay. Next one. Because you gotta get your mind right, guys. Video games can rot your mind if you're not playing them the right way, and if you're playing them for the wrong reasons. But with this game, it's impossible, because it's brain age. This game gets your mind right. It's got math puzzles, it's got word puzzles, it's just got regular puzzles, it's got puzzles on puzzles. It's got mind games on mind games. It'll get your mind right. I used to play this before school, in elementary school. I used to play this all the time, and my parents definitely did not make me play this. Nah, but I'm lying. It actually was kind of fun. I did play it on my own accord sometimes, especially when I was trying to flex in front of my friends. Like, yo, look how smart I am. My brain age is higher than yours. I think having higher brain age is good, but like not too high. Yeah, and then some of my friends say that when I put on glasses, I kind of look like the mascot. What y'all think? Not that I'm wearing glasses then, but maybe you can imagine. Brain age. Train your brain in minutes a day. Alright. I got 4 games that I'm gonna speed through because it's just more Pokemon. And if you can't tell, I'm really about that Pokemon. But I've spoken about it so much in this video that I feel like I'm being a little redundant. So, yeah, let's speed through it. My favorite game of all time, Pokemon Soul Silver, 2nd generation of Pokemon in the Johto and Kanto regions. Sorry, my mom just walked by my room, so can't let them catch me making ASMR. I'm lying, I wouldn't care. best game, Pokemon main series game released on DS. Just so smooth, so charming. Mwah. But just not as nostalgic for me. But great game. Zekrom, and it takes place in the Unova region. Alright. Pokemon Pearl version, my first ever DS game. Shout out my parents for getting me Pokemon Pearl. Did I say it? I don't know what I said. But this is Pokemon Pearl. Palkia. 4th generation. Goated. Sorry, I heard the ops again. That's on my door. And that last one, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team. Another staple. This one isn't a main series game. Essentially, you take a quiz and then you get assigned a Pokemon based off your personality answers, and then you become that Pokemon. In this game, Pokemon can talk to each other with English words, and then you get sent on missions in dungeons, and you have to honestly, I don't really know how to explain it, but you gotta get to the end of a bunch of dungeons and fight boss battles. And there are no trainers in this game. The Pokemon are just having their own adventure. And that's super awesome to me. This is a great game. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Blue Rescue Team. Look at that art. Oh my goodness, that's goated. Alright. Dose more. Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story. I played this one a lot. It's one of the first non-Pokemon games with a story that I made it all the way through. And I think this game is really cool. It's it's an RPG. Yeah. And Mario and Luigi are inside of Bowser. And sometimes they get out, sometimes they go back in, I think. I don't remember. But here, let me read the description. An epic, gut-busting adventure. When Bowser inhales Mario and Luigi, the bros must power up their nemesis from the inside to save the Mushroom Kingdom from Fawful in the most hilarious game of the celebrated RPG series. Really cool game. I really like this one. And then finally, last but definitely not least, I played this one hella. Mario Kart DS. Oh my god. I feel very similarly about Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, this one's really good, and the mechanics are great on the DS. And that's all I have, so I just want to reiterate, thank you guys so much for your support on your last video. It's really inspired me to make some more ASMR videos. So yeah, I love the process of making these videos so far. I think it's super fun. It's relaxing for me. And it's nice to take my mind off stuff because I'm really busy right now and sort of just do something that's really inherently relaxing. and you guys were so nice in the comment section last time, so I really, really appreciate it. And let me know if there's